failed a late fitness test on his ankle injury, so Ty Gooden returned to the side. Jason Drysdale, who's missed most of the season through injury, was on the bench. Swindon went into the match 9 points ahead of fourth place Blackpool. Our commentator at the county ground is Phil Duffel, and we joined the game after a quarter of an hour of play.
Tap on the ankles there on Gooden, though, concedes the free kick. And this could be a promising position for Swindon. Robinson and Taylor both making their way forward from the back. Finney's there, Robinson just over the top. A good delivery from Bowden, just too high for Finney, but Robinson sprinting in behind him made good contact and just couldn't keep the ball down. Bonner for Blackpool, aiming towards Ellis. He's got in behind Culverhouse for a moment. Too many men in support, but a nice cross to the far post and a good header, and well saved by Digby. James Quinn, who ghosted in on that far post. A lovely ball, beat Paul Allen, and important for Swindon that Digby was there to make the save. Allison back to Horlock. Gooden up against Bryan. Makes space for the cross. Keeper in trouble. Oh, and Finney's missed a golden chance. Hangs his head in despair, really. Swindon's top scorer, and he knows he should have buried that one. Lovely work by Gooden to create the opportunity. The keeper always in trouble, and Finney somehow missed it from just a couple of yards. Bryan striding purposely forward for Blackpool. Quinn, he's onside. Ellis in the middle, Holden making strides to get there. Holden with a header. Digby just plucks it out of the air. He made it look easy, but it was an important save. It was the run of Bryan that created the opening, and when the cross came in, Holden with the header and Digby with the save. Towards Allison, under pressure Wayne Allison, he's still going, oh, it's just wide of the post. Just about the closest they've come this afternoon. Really strong run by Allison. He was under pressure, kept his feet well, fired in the shot, and inches wide of the far post. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Swindon still striving for the opening goal. Finney fooled them all for a moment there. Wins the corner. Gooden's gone over to take the kick. Allison on the near post. 3 more coming in behind him. One of them's Taylor, and off the line. A good chance again for Swindon there. Taylor, who won the header, and the clearance just about off the line came from Rick Holden. Horlock in well, and Finney's beaten the offside trap. One-on-one with the keeper, and Steve Finney slots it home. Swindon Town are ahead, and a simple goal, beautifully taken by the top scorer. Blackpool just caught square at the back, and once Finney was away, they were never going to catch him. He drew the keeper, and he slotted it beautifully into the far corner. It's the striker's 10th goal of the season, and that's not bad from a free signing. Finney, away by Bryan. Swindon really stepped on the gas now, but Porlock's given it away. And Quinn is round the back for Blackpool. Ellis trying to get with him in the middle. That's where the cross is aimed. His header back, and a great challenge by Taylor. And finally it falls into the arms of Digby. What a fine bit of defending by the Swindon skipper. The cushioned header looked as though it was going to drop for Mark Bonner. Taylor there in the nick of time for Swindon. Taylor's up there, Allison with a flick on, and it's 2-0 for Swindon. Or is it? No, a linesman's flag is up on the far side. Linesman clearly signalling offside. And Wayne Allison thought he'd got his 9th goal of the season. But the officials thought otherwise, and it's still just 1-0 for Swindon. Triangles by Swindon, probing for an opening. He felt he was bundled over, but play on, says the referee. Mellon leads the counter, and he's got Ellis in here behind Robinson. Ellis with a chance, right across the face of goal. And a real let-off for Swindon there. Ellis holds his head. Can't quite believe how he missed that one. It was a really quick counter by Blackpool. Robinson was caught out, and Ellis fired the shot just inches wide of that far post. Bryan, 3 men in the box to aim for. He's going for the byline, and he's tripped by Bodin, and the referee's given a penalty. Well, Bodin can't believe it. Mr. Bennett signalling straight away towards the spot. It was right on the 18-yard line. Bodin certainly making contact. The only question whether it was inside or out. But the referee said in, and it's a penalty for Blackpool. It's Mark Bonner against Fraser Digby, and Bonner scores. Blackpool have equalised. Delight for the travelling fans. Oh, a very confident penalty kick indeed. He just side-footed it right into the bottom corner. No chance at all for the keeper, and it's 1-1. Ling checks back onto his left foot, tries the cross in now. Allison on the volley. A good chance, and a good chance wasted. Well, Ling bided his time before putting the ball in there. Allison tried the first-time effort, but the shot always over the top.
First half, we perhaps could have been 2 or 3 up, and obviously the game would have been beyond them. But when you're only 1-0 up, you know, anything can happen, and unfortunately the penalty incident, you know, made it a 1-1 draw.
You were at the heart of that incident. I mean, how did you see it at the time?
Well, just before he'd sort of approached me, he was taking tie on, and I just slipped for a second or two, and as I was getting up, he's knocked it past me, and I've slid in to slide the ball out. He's got a toe on it. I think he's knocked it out to play. He's just caught my legs and gone down. And I thought it was outside the box, so I didn't think it was a penalty, but and the linesman never thought it was a penalty, but the referee's given it.
Well, Mark, 2 points dropped there for Swindon Town?
Yeah, certainly the way they've been playing well, and big crowd as well. I think they were probably surprised yesterday by the physical presence that Blackpool have got. They've also spent some money themselves, and their manager Sam Allardyce was always a physical player, and I think he's installed that into them. I think it just rammed home to Swindon that, you know, you have to cope with these sides physically as well as being able to take them on playing football.
Archetypal goal by Steve Finney for Swindon's first there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was such a good signing, this lad. I know we've gone about him every week, but he's just a predator, isn't he? He just knows exactly where the goal is. He's got a lot of time to make his mind up, which more often than not is very difficult for a striker, but he seems to have such a cool head. And the secret for him, he's got a good first touch, has another touch, has a look where the goalkeeper is. The goalkeeper set himself and he sticks it underneath his body, but, you know, the way that lad's playing, you'd always back him to score at the moment.
Blackpool had their chances. I suppose a point was a fair result, and I don't think you can really quibble too much with a penalty.
No, we'd have to disagree with Paul Bowden, wouldn't we? I don't think you can quibble about this whatsoever. He was just about in the box when Paul made his contact, and I think also, although the boy pushed the ball past him, he would have got the ball before it reached the byline. And I honestly believe the referee was correct. He just touches it with his left foot here. Paul Bowden catches him, and that, for me, is a definite penalty. And certainly, if you'd been at the other end, you'd have been off your stool, wouldn't you? Well taken penalty by the boy Quinn, as a lot of clubs watched him. Quite a few of the Premier clubs seem to think he's got a big future in the game.
Briefly, Mark, is this the shape of things to come for Swindon?
At home, that's what they're going to get against teams, you know, and the Blackpool minds, you no doubt, be rung by the clubs. And they say, well, how did you play against him? He said, well, we got stuck in and, we made a few tackles and we made it difficult for them. And that's what other teams will do. They'll follow suit.